I never watched it.
Oh, he
Fair.
directed for 4 episodes of the Mike Tyson Hulu show.
That's something nobody saw or knew existed.
Yeah,
Who
it's called
saw and knew existed that?
Mike, starring Trevante Rhodes.
Mm.
Mm,
Yeah, you love Mike, the movie Mike,
It
the
lasted
TV show Mike.
1 season.
Okay.
How do you do a Mike Tyson TV show? Because there's got to be a whole portion of that where he does like a rape, where he rapes somebody and then goes to prison for raping somebody for TV. I
Well,
don't
maybe
know.
it's the before, right, when he's like an innocent little young boy and he
So
like kisses pigeons.
does the show end where he's like, I want to box now, and the show's like,
Yeah.
now it's done
Well, the
because it
show ends when he's like, "Well, I guess I'm gonna have to pull my little wiener out and see if it gets hard, so I can put it in your mouth." And then it cuts, it fade to black. He's like,
that's the last scene. That's his monologue.
yeah,
That
as
actor
he's
puts that.
holding, as he's holding her down viciously, but he still sounds like
That's
an
not what he
innocent.
was convicted of. He was convicted of eating her pussy forcibly.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's scarier.
rape. Yeah,
That is
I mean
scarier, I think.
Maybe he was putting it
that.
through like that gap in his teeth. Just you
I
know.
mean, just hold you down and fucking eat your pussy. That's kind of terrifying.
Yeah, dude, Mike Tyson doesn't even need to do anything sexual. If he's negative to you, like touching you, and it's not a punch, it's basic. It's just a rape. You have no control.
The vibe of the
Well,
room shifts. If you've ever seen an interview with Mike Tyson where like he gets mad or like is not even mad, but something just rubs him the wrong way about
something
how the person
clicks.
replies. Yeah,
Yeah, and then it's like,
it
oh, I'm
gets
sorry, I don't
real
know.
tense to
Oh,
watch.
so that's what I would be. I'd be like, oh fuck,
Well,
did I? I'm sorry, Mike. Did I say? Oh, sorry, Mike. There's an interview where he gets asked about his daughter that died, I think, or something, and he starts going like, oh yeah, like how traumatic or whatever he was for him, and then at one point he goes, okay, you need to leave. You just have to leave. And then he gets up,
you
and
know
the
what?
interviewer is just like, "Oh fuck," because it's just like, yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm about to fucking kill you if you don't leave. So, and
What's
he
that?
apologizes too. He's very polite. He's like, "You need to leave. I'm sorry," and like gets up and leave, and then just like, "Oh fuck," like that's how you know that he's like, getting into like that deep, that
Yeah.
Oh
dark
yeah,
There,
yeah.
side.
there's an interview where an interviewer is like, so you went to prison for rape, right? And he's like,
Oh yeah.
you don't want to ask that question?
I
The
think that
guy's
was
like,
a
hey,
black guy from Canada, right? Wasn't it? Like this little
was it
black.
Arsenio Hall?
No, no, no. I think it was in like a daytime show. I think it was in Canada, where it's just like this daytime show black guy. It's a white guy asked him about that, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And he curses, and he's like, "Oh, whoa, 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 it shouldn't
And
be
it's like, you
cursing
know
or
what?
whatever." He's like, "I'll beat the fuck out of you," or whatever he
Never
said.
mind, Mike Tyson's cool, dude. Don't mind.
Yeah,
I don't even mind. I thought it was cool what you did. I don't even care.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on your side actually. You want to help next time? Just like
But
whatever.
I, I doubt they get into that series though,
Oh,
because it's a.
absolutely not.
Oh no, they do.
Netflix, they
Well.
do.
Well, it says the wild, tragic, and controversial life and career behind one of the most polarizing figures in sports. So
Well,
But
maybe,
there's a
there's a lot of
lot of
tragedy and a
stuff.
lot of
Yeah.
yeah.
chaos in his life. I don't know if
But
that's
Yeah.
necessarily a
but
telltale for that.
there's a screen cap with him having the face tattoo though. So I'm assuming
Okay.
that they probably went,
All right.
Well,
far.
you got to do time
That's not
jumps.
doesn't look like Mike Tyson at all. Kenny
Let's
looks
see.
more
Yeah.
like Tyson.
Well, what remember the Lakers TV show, right? It was like kind of maybe he all right, so it does. It
You
does
think
talk
if
about that.
even
Okay.
fucking Don King there looks like what the fuck?
Jesus Christ, dude.
Wow.
I almost got that same facial hair. I
Don,
went
King-
I went a different way.
Don King's
I could
top of
look
his
like that.
face is Puerto Rican for whatever reason.
I was gonna say this Dominican ass looking motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah.
What the hell?
That
See,
looks like
so I
Tyler the
guess
Oh
Creator.
yeah.
That's not even Mike Tyson. Come on.
this is not Mike Tyson at
I
all.
remember that way and holy shit. That stuff is like okay for me. Whenever I guess they cover his rape.
So you're gonna be
Um
watching? Is that what you're saying, Jerry? You're
no,
watching
I'm
Mike?
not interested in this. Not even one bit.
Oh,
This
they
Like
cover
the
is
the
air
bite.
bite.
some of the stuff that might come from biopics. I prefer in the documentary format, especially if it's stuff that's like well documented. I can just go watch a Mike Tyson documentary and learn every single thing that this fucking movie is going to talk about. He's
Yeah,
a
I mean,
well documented guy.
this is the eternal problem with doing
Sure.
anything on somebody like Mike Tyson is the real guy is 1,000 times more interesting than any fictional version you can portray of him. So what is the point here? You kind of render yourself useless. I think a biopic, the service of a biopic is really just for either nuanced situations or situations that involve characters that aren't so explosive and alive. You know,
Right.
oh, whoa, they got Harvey
They got
Keitel.
Harvey.
Oh my God.
They got a
Whoa.
very old-looking Harvey Keitel on it.
Yeah, well, he's about
D'Amato.
80, 85 now.
It was 2022.
Oh, that was a while
Hmm.
ago. We didn't hear anything
We
about
missed
that.
it. Wow, there might be a reason for that. Um, I
Please.
think so. My favorite biopic is Tookie with Jamie Foxx. He plays Stanley Tookie Williams, and that gives a very interesting, nuanced look at somebody that has a bit of a veil. Right, this is a guy who his rise and fall, quote unquote, happened well before social media, kind of at the peak of the 24-hour news cycle. So, really, all you have is a bunch of news about the murders he committed, right? And then you have a couple of stories here and there about his time in prison. The biopic takes the full information from both of those periods and explains the character, shows some of his fucking um better sides while telling you like this guy's a fucking murderer and the started one of the most notorious street gangs in the world and ends on the question of should he have been put to death. That's a great biopic, right? Where it's still giving you the questions about the person while explaining much of their backstory. And something like Mike, it's kind of like, what questions do we have about the character of Mike Tyson? Because even your most cartoon version of it gets it gets validated as soon as you see him. I could have told you if you would have asked me, "Hey, is Mike Tyson naked in this interview before he fights with Jake Paul?" and you just show me his head, I'd be like, "Oh, he's butt fucking naked, dude. I guarantee it." And sure enough, he is. Right? You can imagine the character of Mike Tyson, and you're almost always right.
Yeah, I don't know. Everything that you see here, like it just looks like you said, like even listening to a Mike Tyson podcast where he just gets super stoned and you just hear him talk like he's like an 8-year-old. It's more interesting that watching an actor pretend to be him, you know.
Oh yeah.
And also, I don't know, I haven't seen a trailer or anything, but like that high-pitched Tyson voice not coming out of him, I think will be very difficult to take
Well, that
seriously.
was that was a question with the Michael Jackson Michael
Right.
Jackson biopic too. Is like how much are we going to be following Michael, you know, and also the other side of Michael Jackson, which is he didn't actually sound like that in his private life. He was using his natural voice. He was speaking more from his chest, not his head.
Mm.
Are you going to do that? And the answer was no. We're not going to do that. We're going to do the socially acceptable Michael Jackson that everybody knows and is comfortable
Mhm.
with.
Yeah, they have a character, right? Then and they have to write the character to fit into the same narrative that everybody knows him in. And I just would much rather watch the documentary, right?
Yeah.
And I can because what I can do is I can watch your most scathing and one-sided documentary, right? I can watch fucking Louis Theroux go to your house and be like, "Why did you finger fuck those chickens or whatever?" But because we're in the documentary format, I can take this information and go somewhere else and learn more about whatever I was just seeing. When you're seeing a biopic and you take that information and you go somewhere else, it's like, yeah, he was there, he did that thing, but there's other parts to it. And really what you're saying is like not even the important aspect of it. There's others. Yeah, he went to Walmart, but he went to Walmart with a fucking bomb strapped to his neck, triggered by a shotgun. There's more information to be had outside of the biopic, right? That's why biopics, they just don't do it for me.
Right. I think they need a story. I think they need a story that's independent of the subject that they're covering. And in order to do that well, a lot of the time you have to subvert from whatever the truth is, or you have to make conveniences, or you wind up getting into territory where you're asking yourself, why are you even doing a biopic to begin with? This could be original characters, and when you're dealing especially with like contemporary figures and subjects, again, you run into the problem that you just said there, which is, okay, well, you've got a documentary, you have all this research right at your disposal. So what is the point of making a fictionalized account of this for entertainment purposes, especially if you don't have any like name actors or something in it where it's going to like add some extra flair? It just seems pointless. It seems like a fruitless mission.
Or like in the case of doing a parody, right, of somebody else's biopic, the movie Walk Hard actually does teach you pretty thoroughly a lot of details about Johnny Cash. The movie is not Johnny Cash. It is a very fake Dewey Cox. But if you watch Walk Hard and you only know Johnny Cash exists, you come out of that going, wait, Johnny Cash did have a bunch of kids and a fucking drug problem? What the fuck? Wait, hold on. That's not the character I have in my brain, right? That's not the 95-year-old fucking singing gospel hymns up until the very day he dies, right? You get a picture of a guy who was fucking nuts for a long time. So like you said, there has to be a story, but I can take your story and make fun of it and still give you great information about a character that exists, or penetrate that wall and show you more about that person. And I know we're off on a tangent here. I just don't feel like a movie like Mike, or the Hulu series Mike, is gonna leave me with the mystique of Mike Tyson broken down, and I have a better understanding of the guy. The guy beats the fuck out of people because he's so traumatized from being a little kid. His life as a little kid was so bad. He does violence. That's plenty about Mike Tyson.
Yeah. Yeah, totally agree. All right, we can wrap up the show on this note. Don't watch Mike. Don't watch Supergirl. What should they watch, Jerry?
Well, Mass State Lottery is available on digital.
Perfect
You can
answer.
get
I
that.
couldn't have teed that up better
Also,
myself.
also don't watch Jackass Last and Forever, or Last and whatever the fuck. That was such a waste of time.
Hold on, Hans. We got a show on that. We got a
Oh,
show
we
on that
do.
coming.
Oh, never mind. Okay. All
We
right.
didn't disband that show completely
Okay.
just yet,
Okay.
because
Never
it'll be a
mind.
second win when it hits Paramount Plus.
All right. It sucks. All right. Never mind.
Jerry, did you see the new Jackass movie?
No, I think I might watch it maybe tonight, since I have tickets to see Odyssey tomorrow. I'm gonna probably watch
Oh.
something
That's probably
tonight
sold
also.
out everywhere, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why I had to fucking buy tickets today.
I tried to find 70 millimeter IMAX tickets in New York. That shit is sold out for like a month. It's
Yeah.
done. I'm probably gonna wind up just seeing it on like Tuesday, $5 ticket day at my local
Damn.
Regal.
At
you know.
noon. That'll be
So,
fun.
Well, F movies it is, I guess.
I got tickets tomorrow for this Japanese movie called Burn. I forgot that the Odyssey was coming out this week, so I booked a bunch of stuff throughout the week. And this movie Burn, I don't know anything at all about it, but the trailer looked cool, so I'll be seeing that instead at the Japan Society. And
yeah.
I was gonna go see Young Washington today because it was free tickets. This
The
scam
new
at Angel
the
Studios.
new Angel Studios
Yes,
movie?
yeah.
Okay.
So I met up with MLH when I was in Boston. I was like, let's do lunch. And he kept trying to get me to go see Young Washington. And I had my chick with me. I'm like, I'm not bringing her to Young Washington because you want to go see Young Washington. And he's like, but it's free. I'm like, nah, that's not happening. But they were like giving them away for Fourth of July tickets, and then I saw that they were doing it still. I don't know how this works. This pay it forward, where you buy all your own movie tickets, and then you say we're the #1 movie in America this week on Wednesday.
Yeah.
What is this? What is going on here? Where I can go walk up to my theater into the screening of Young Washington for free and sit down. Instead, I took a
Wow.
nap. I got really tired. I was sleepy after eating a salad wrap. So